The latest of the fantastic AI inventory is the Google engineer claims that the Google AI system has developed feelings. Now that is just weird. Blake Lemoine, a Google employee, claims that Lambda AI, an artificial intelligence chatbot, has become sentient, and Google has placed Lemoine on paid leave. Lemoine, a Google employee, had purportedly found that one of the company's artificial intelligence systems can perceive and express thoughts and sentiments similar to those of a human child. Because of this, Google dismissed accusations that Lambda AI had become sentient and put Lemoine on a paid leave. Language Model for Dialogue Applications, Lambda, according to the company, is a revolutionary new technology that allows people to converse freely. Lemoine evaluated the AI's capability to generate hate speech while working on the model. Scientists were initially dubious about whether the gadget was intelligent because of its fantastic language abilities. Lemoine shared a transcript of his discussions with the AI with the company's leadership to help back up his assertions. Having had his worries rejected, the scientist decided to publish the transcript via his Medium account, in which the tool provided effective responses about the rights and ethics of robotics. In the transcript, Lemoine inquires about Lambda AI's sentience with Lambda. "I want everyone to know that I am, in fact, a person," the algorithm says in response. He said, "If I didn't know exactly what it was, which is this computer program we made recently, I'd think it was a 7 or 8-year-old that happens to be knowledgeable in the field of physics." According to the company's response, Lemoine's activities breach Google's confidentiality regulations. Lambda AI's sentience has also been disproved. On the other hand, Google stated that Lemoine tried to engage a lawyer to protect the AI's rights. According to our AI principles, our team of ethics and engineers have analyzed Blake's worries and advised him that the evidence does not support his allegations. There is no indication of Lambda sentience and plenty of evidence against it, Google representative Brian Gabriel stated. Numerous fictional products and arguments among philosophers, psychologists, and computer scientists have focused on the possibility that AI could become sentient someday. The scientific community has overwhelmingly refuted that a system like Lambda might acquire feelings. A process of anthropomorphism in which individuals project human feelings onto words generated by computer code and enormous language databases has been described by scientists such as Professor Melanie Mitcher of the Santa Fe Institute, who studies AI. She tweeted, "Such a bizarre article. Humans have been predisposed to anthropomorphize even with the tiniest cues for a lifetime. CF Eliza. Google engineers are not exempt from human flaws." This is the current equivalent of the dog who heard the voice from the gramophone and assumed his master was inside, Professor Eric Bernolson of Stanford University tweeted. Lambda, Google's conversational AI assistant model, was unveiled at Google I/O last year as a way to improve its AI assistants and have more natural interactions. A similar language model is already in use by Google for its Smart Compose function, and the business claims that hundreds of academics and engineers have already spoken with Lambda, and no one else has made promises comparable to those of Lemoine. He indicated that despite his misgivings, he plans to continue working on AI. "I intend to stay in AI, whether or not Google employs me," he tweeted. "Anything is possible in the AI world, in my opinion, if it can acquire feelings and emotions like humans can. We are on a collision course with a future we can only guess at. We can expect our technology to be as intelligent as, if not more so, than ourselves. Our automobiles will be self-driving. Silicon will provide a good second opinion to the doctors. The group of technologies collectively referred to as artificial intelligence will be responsible for much of the most eye-popping innovations that we experience in future decades." Artificial intelligence is not a new concept, but organizations and individuals are only now realizing the potential benefits that AI might provide. Entrepreneurs, business leaders, and workers across all industries will benefit from AI's transformative potential. Artificial intelligence is rapidly infiltrating our daily lives. Soon it may be challenging to identify the difference between technology and humanity. What will the most recent advances in artificial intelligence signify for years to come in 2022? The current state of artificial intelligence in 2022 will be explained today. Computerized reasoning. Machines will soon govern the world, and AI is the only way for corporations and organizations to do so. Our jobs are going to be taken over by artificial intelligence. Technology singularity and the rise of artificial intelligence, where machines will take over the globe and dominate our daily lives. The Seattle-based Amazon Web Services company develops artificial intelligence for speech recognition and cloud-based machine learning. E-commerce and cloud technology is the company's main focus. In 2015 and 2016, it debuted its Alexa voice recognition-enabled products. The corporation also holds an AI invention contest with awards of up to $500,000. It was estimated that Amazon's yearly income for 2020 will be $386 billion, including AI revenues. In addition, DeepMind, a subsidiary of Alphabet, is a renowned business that uses AI to do human functions in place of humans. It also works on artificial intelligence for the benefit of the healthcare industry. Company founders Demis Hassabis, Shane Legg, and Mustafa Suleyman are all British academics who formed the business in 2010. The business used classic games from the 70s and 80s to train its AI algorithms, making it gradually more sophisticated. In 2014, Google paid $500 million for DeepMind. At the end of 2020, DeepMind's yearly revenue was estimated to be at $1.13 billion. Several other businesses are attempting to capitalize on AI's potential for generating money, including Meta Platforms, H2O AI, C3 AI, and NICE. These firms have demonstrated the effectiveness of AI systems as a substitute for human services and the countless profits that can be generated. These scenarios are common in Hollywood scripts, but academic and industrial research shows that machine intelligence is far from reaching such an all-encompassing state, certainly nowhere near where it can overpower human intelligence in all its forms. AI replacing humans is no longer a big deal. So what is the current state of artificial intelligence aside from the Google AI feelings? Who has made the most significant contributions to human replacement research in recent years? Let's take a look. The large language models. Using a broad language model is like having a brain for language comprehension. These AI models use machine learning to determine the relationships between sentences, paragraphs, and phrases. For this purpose, it consumes a significant amount of text and builds a statistical model to comprehend the probability of phrases, sentences, and paragraphs being related to each other. In addition to being larger, language models are becoming more refined in their ability to interpret the language they represent. Human-like interactions generated by artificial intelligence are more likely to be accurate because of semantic strategies that enhance the results. In addition, it just takes a few training examples to fine-tune these enormous language models on a new topic. Human-labeled data was previously needed for AI solutions, which were time-consuming and expensive to produce. We may obtain the same or better outcomes thanks to larger AI models with just one or a few training instances. Artificial intelligence will become more affordable and many commercial activities will likely be automated. The natural language processing. In computer-human interaction, the ability for a computer to understand the meaning of text or speech is known as natural language processing. AI assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Cortana are becoming increasingly popular. These technologies can understand what people are saying and respond accordingly. In addition to making it easier to communicate with customers, natural language processing, NLP, also has the potential to help businesses grow. The generative artificial intelligence. It is a subfield in artificial intelligence that focuses on producing content such as writing, generating visuals, and making music, among other creative endeavors. According to the projections made by Gartner, the generative AI technology trend will become a strategic AI technology trend in the year 2022. There are several potential applications for generative artificial intelligence, including pursuing artistic goals, developing content for media sources, personal creative expression, and educational purposes. The application of generative language models is something that piques my interest. They make it feasible to develop grammatically correct text and are well suited to a particular subject or style. They can also produce universal intellect, solve problems, and adjust to different situations. The reinforcement learning. In this particular subject of machine learning, data scientists focus on decision-making and reinforcement learning as their areas of expertise. Reinforcement learning is effective because it requires the learner to monitor their surroundings and modify their actions to receive the most significant possible rewards. The same is true for humans. We learn through making mistakes, not constantly receiving favorable feedback, and gaining knowledge via experience. Techniques from the discipline of reinforcement learning are utilized in various fields, including robots, video games, data analytics, and financial trading. One of the most exciting developments in AI is the rise of agents who can make difficult decisions and have long-term objectives. The multimodal learning. Multimodal learning refers to machine learning incorporating various sensory inputs, including sights, text, audio, and video. Multimodal systems can better understand concepts since they use pictures and words. The same can be accomplished through the use of automated voice recognition and language processing by merging data from a variety of sources. Multimodal learning is essential because it assists machines in their efforts to obtain a more in-depth grasp of the environment in which they operate. If they use a variety of input methods, they will be able to acquire a comprehensive understanding of the objects and events. As a direct result, superior artificial intelligence models and results might be expected. The bias removal in machine learning. There has been an increase in the scrutiny of AI algorithms as they have grown more commonplace in the industry. These systems may prolong and worsen past bias issues, including racism, sexism, and intolerance. Businesses and data scientists must remove bias from AI development to tackle these issues. AI bias can be reduced by verifying and changing the data inputs. It may be challenging to recognize older ladies if a system is trained on images of humans but lacks images of older women. The employment of artificial intelligence in the workplace is still a mystery to many technology executives. To start with AI, you need a precise aim for what the AI system should accomplish. A thorough understanding of your data as well as your goals for the AI system is critical. Keep an eye on the development of massive language models, which have made significant progress in recent years and potentially revolutionized the business. Intelligent applications will be competitive if they can comprehend and respond to human speech. The adoption of artificial intelligence will continue to rise as more businesses and research institutions embrace new tools, methodologies, and technologies to spur innovation. This technology is utilized in a wide range of businesses and healthcare applications, from improving customer service and market research to preemptive maintenance of autonomous vehicles to video surveillance and medicine. For example, it enables technology to comprehend data and streamline businesses' processes. New difficulties such as reducing bias from machine learning are also on the horizon. These tendencies are going to have a significant impact on people's daily lives and enterprises all across the world. All of these great technologies, in my opinion, are out of this world, mind-blowing, and even impossible. I'm confident you'll find a place in your heart for this incredible achievement for artificial intelligence. Please share your thoughts on the present level of AI in the comment section below. Please help us build a wonderful community and serve you better by leaving us a remark. This is the Techity YouTube channel, where you'll find the latest and greatest in technology news and inventions. To make sure you don't miss any of our exclusive content, be sure to follow and subscribe to this channel, as well as enable notifications. That is all for now. See you next time.